Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your your December 2018 love reading. You've got your week ahead 10 to the 16th sitting next door, as well as your year ahead as well. So everybody's sort of been catered for. And I'll only be back doing week aheads now from now on. I'm not sure whether I'll be doing any monthly readings either. I'm probably just going to focus on doing the elemental readings because I've got a lot of other things coming up in 2019 in the pipeline, so just depends on how much time I can dedicate to the channel and how viable I think things are or what I think is working. So let's have a look. We're going to use the Giant Rider-Waite tarot deck and let's have a look at what we see. So Universe Spirit, can you show me please for Leo, December 2018 in our Gypsy Tarot spread, what do you see happening in terms of love coming in for Leo in December 2018? Show me. Alright, we shuffle the cards, Leo. We're going to split the deck into three like so. We're going to collect it back up like so. And let's have a quick look for you. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to pull these up a little bit here, guys. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And then we've got, trying to get these to look neat. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so I probably should push this up a little bit so we've got space at the bottom for that, because they're rather largest cards, to be perfectly honest with you, and they're quite big. There we go. So there we go. Let's pull these ones up as well. We're going to try and spend as little possible on this reading if we can, because I've got a lot of stuff on, so I don't want to spend too long doing these readings, being as everybody's got kind of 3 apiece for December. Right. Here we go, Leo. Nearly done. Let's get this part done here as well. And here. Here and here. Okay. Right, let's have a look for you guys then. What's going on around the mental and the emotional areas? I mean, Leo, sorry. 9 of Wands. Some of you guys are waiting for something probably. The 9 of Wands. It can mean a couple of things in terms of love, the 9 of Wands can. It can mean that there is somebody's on tenterhooks in a relationship. It's almost like you feel like something. This is also the intuitive card. So sometimes this card can show up when you know something's about to happen. And it might be for some of you guys, there is a highly intuitive energy going on in a relationship. It might be some of you guys feeling a little bit intense. And certainly the 9 of Wands is definitely a card that shows people who are waiting. You've been hurt with the 9 of Wands, you see, but you're still holding in there, okay? So this could be where somebody ghosted you, or where somebody walked away from you or broke up with you, but you're still holding in there, you're still waiting. How do you feel about that mentally and emotionally, Leo? I think it's interesting. 3 of Wands, a tricky card in a way, because the card doesn't really say what it is. 3 of Wands is either where you're looking out to the future, or 3 of Wands is where you're waiting, okay? I almost, with this, because it's kind of like a little bit tricky, these are, because I do feel the situation is some of you guys are waiting. I want to see what the reason is for that 3 of Wands energy, the 8 of Wands. I think that you are waiting. I think you're waiting for messages. 8 of Wands, it's because of 8 of Wands energy. But then again, it might be with the 8 of Wands energy whereby you have decided, you know, because this is the second card after this, isn't it? So if it was here, you'd probably turn your back on this. You'd probably say, actually, I'm not waiting anymore. So it could be because, and it might be because everything's up in the air. So some of you guys have turned your back on this. You've decided, I'm not waiting for this thing anymore because it's just too up in the air. There's nothing settled, nothing grounded about it. You might be dealing with a commitment phone with that 8 of Wands as well. What's going on around the present situation? Well, it's all about a King of Swords, Leo. Some of you guys, it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male, female. I read Kings and Queens as either sex because they can show up as either sex. So this could be you know, this is obviously the culprit around the present situation. This can, when King of Swords shows up, they're not always cold individuals. Sometimes they can be cold, I will be honest. Because they think more with their heads rather than their hearts, you see. But sometimes with the King of Swords energy, he is just what he is. He's a chatty, clever, vivacious individual as well. But this is the individual for some of you guys. And what are you experiencing around that King of Swords? I think you're experiencing silence. So it is silence. Four of Swords energy. This person has probably removed themselves from you, Leo. It looks like you're experiencing silence because Four of Swords is silence in a relationship. And what's the reason for this silence? Let's have a look. King of Coins. That's interesting. Why would the King of Coins? Might be that they're either focusing on their work with the King of Coins. It's either that you're experiencing silence from this person. Maybe they're focusing on their work. Maybe they've got a boyfriend if they're a male. Maybe they're bisexual or gay or something like that. If it's a female, then it might be because there's somebody else here. If this is your silence, it might be because you're interested in somebody else here. I do feel that if this is you that's being silent with this King of Swords, Leo, it might be because it might be relating to how this is Nine of Wands is a situation, somebody who's waiting. So this King of Swords, if you're the one that's kind of removed yourself from the King of Swords, it might be the King of Swords has been waiting here. And it might be mentally and emotionally, how do you feel about that? You really don't care. Maybe there's other things in the pipeline. Maybe you're connecting with other people. Could be vice versa. What's going on around your hopes and desires? Well, Temperance. Temperance is all about finding balance and harmony within a relationship. Temperance is the perfect blend when it comes to relationship. What are your hopes around Temperance energy showing here? I think that you want to break free. I think your hope with the Tower energy is to break free. What's the reason for breaking free? I get the impression that some of you guys aren't interested. I think that you're keeping your options open. I think that for some of you Leos, you're deciding to keep your options open. Two of Swords is keeping your options open. So I feel that this is, maybe for some of you guys, I get the impression, because around your hopes it's all about temperance, the perfect blend in a relationship, harmony within a relationship, cooperation within a relationship, temperance energy, and your hopes are the Tower energy. Tower is to probably break free from this because you want to keep your options open. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys have turned your back on a King of Swords here. What you're experiencing right now is a time of removing yourself from this individual. Probably there's somebody else on the horizons here. I get the impression somebody is around you is waiting for you, Leo. But I get the impression that you mentally and emotionally, you don't really care with the Three of Wands energy. You're looking to expand your horizons because there's plenty of other fish in the sea, the Eight of Wands energy. I get the impression here that this is your call. You're not particularly interested in someone here. What's going on around your expectations? Well, the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is being at a little bit of a crossroads here. What is it you're expecting? Or the Two of Wands is kind of deciding on or indecision between two paths. What is it you're expecting around that energy showing there? Well, you're expecting problems, the Ten of Swords. You're expecting to end it. I feel that with you, and I think that this Two of Wands is relating to this individual that some of you guys, I feel in December, are not going to be interested in. Okay, and I get the impression that you're not interested in this individual here. I get the impression this person would wait for you until the end of the earth, Leo. The Two of Wands can also be a presentation card. So this can also be where somebody is offering you something. But the situation is the Two of Wands. The situation with the Two of Wands can either be where the situation is about being at a crossroads. This would probably be you, Leo, being at this crossroads. In which you expect, if you're going to be at a crossroads, if you can't fully commit with the Two of Wands to this King of Swords energy, you expect that it's got to end. What's the reason for the ending with the Ten of Swords energy? Because of the Emperor energy. I think that you are thinking very logically, very rationally about the situation with that Emperor energy showing up there. I think that you want to draw boundaries around this situation. I also feel that some of you guys are being more stoic rather than emotional with that Emperor energy. I think that you have certain rules and regulations concerning a relationship, Leo, and you don't go beyond those boundaries with this individual. You're setting your ways as well with that Emperor energy. You have a belief system here that you're not willing to move from. What's going on? What is it you can't see coming in? You've got the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, the situation is all about an emotionally contented, fulfilled relationship with that Ten of Cups. What is it you can't see? Well, it's at an end, and I think you can see it because you're seeing it here. There's somebody I don't think you're interested in. What's the reason for the ending with the Death energy showing here? The Six of Wands energy. Somebody's going off and they're finding other things. This can be a fuckboy or somebody who only wants sex. I'm wondering why you can't see this. Maybe you can't see that the King of Swords is doing this. So I reckon because you see everything else, this has to be the King of Swords energy. So probably for some of you Leos, what you can't see is that even though this person might be hankering over you right now, with this Nine of Wands energy showing there, and this, it seems to me that there's a person who's hankering after you that you're not particularly interested in over the Christmas period, Leo. And even though they might be hankering over you right now, I feel that in the future they won't be doing so. Because I think that what you can't see coming in is that this Ten of Cups energy, this love, this soulmate, or whatever you want to call it with that Ten of Cups energy, this is going to come to an end because this person, and I think this Ten of Cups is this person's energy here, the King of Swords. Alright, I think this is going to come to an end because I think this King of Swords is going to go off and find other people with the Six of Wands. So this, but really, I think that what you don't know is that this person's not going to stick around. If it resonates with you, probably hankering after you forever. What's coming into December then? So the Nine of Coins is the situation. I think this is just about, for some of you guys, having time on your own, enjoying your own environment, valuing that time that you have on your own. What is it you can't see coming in around that Nine of Coins energy? Well, you've got the Page of Swords energy. I think that you've got somebody else coming here with this Page of Swords. Alright, but then you've got Page of Swords striking out at death here. So somebody doesn't want an ending. So it might be that you're receiving a message from this individual. Alright, because all I'm looking at is Page of Swords, and he's just about to hit in on the Death card. So death is coming. In the hidden factors, it's like this person here is going to kind of get over you and move on. But what I feel that might be coming in is that this person's not ready to do that just yet. So it might be that you receive a text message. You're kind of doing okay with this Nine of Coins. And it might be that you receive a message from this person with the Page of Swords energy. What's the reason for this message? Six of Coins. They probably want to ask you out. They probably want to take you out. They probably want to do something with you. I feel that this person will end up finding somebody else. But over the Christmas period, they're not ready to do that just yet. Okay, and they'll end up sending you a message and asking you out, probably inviting you to dinner, that type of thing. The overall outcome shows the Chariot. So Chariot's tricky cards. Chariot can be travel, Chariot can be emotional resistance, Chariot can also be success and victory. What is the overall outcome around that Chariot energy? Well, the Fool energy, I think that this is, I think with the Chariot energy, because Chariots can be resistance, but also, how I read the Chariot is taking responsibility. The situation could be taking responsibility for some of you guys with this Chariot being the situation around the overall outcome. And the overall outcome around that taking responsibility is some of you guys just decide, actually, sky's the limit. Really what I want to do is I want to kind of look at other people. I'm not really interested in this individual. The reason for that is the Ace of Swords. I think you guys are very clear on what you want with this Ace of Swords energy. So I do feel with this Chariot energy, to be perfectly honest with you, Leo, some of you guys are really taking responsibility in this. You know, you're taking the reins. Because that's the Chariot. It's taking responsibility and it's taking the reins in a situation in which the overall outcome is freedom, the Fool. Okay, letting go of this whole situation. I want to see what's behind that Fool, actually. Because he's got, whenever his back is turned, I like to see what's behind him. Let's have a look at what's behind the Fool. What is it that you're flicking off, Leos? I think you're definitely flicking this thing off, this person off. What are you flicking off? The Queen of Cups energy showing here. So it's the idealism, I think, the idealistic dreaminess of thinking that maybe, just maybe, you and this individual could have something together, okay? You know, it's almost like flicking off the emotion or flicking off the fantasy of this relationship by completely, I think, with the Eight of Cups just walking away, severing ties with that Eight of Cups energy showing there. We're going to quickly do this reading again. For December, I think the board is definitely in your court for a love relationship, Leo. This isn't you. I think this is somebody else who's waiting for you to call. I think that you've got somebody around you who's definitely still very interested, but I feel mentally and emotionally you're not interested. You're only interested in about expanding your net further, expanding your horizons in terms of love, maybe career, whatever it is. Because I think with the Eight of Wands energy, I think that you're very busy. For some of you guys with that Eight of Wands energy, I think that you're being very proactive. It could simply be in your career, for example, with the Three of Wands energy. It might be that because with the Eight of Wands energy, you're networking. It might be that you're looking ahead. It might be that you've got somebody that you actually like, because you do have this King of Pentacles. And when you get the Eight of Wands in a love reading, this is also about having butterflies in the stomach because it's a new relationship, okay? So this might be you guys are not interested in the person that's interested in you because there's a new relationship on the horizon with the Eight of Wands. And we can see here in the present, there's a gentleman showing up, male, female, I guess, King of Swords, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. While you guys right now are taking a little bit of a break from this individual, I think that you have something new going on. You're communicating with the King of Coins. I think something new is going on for some of you guys in December with somebody else. Could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. But what I'm seeing is one person doesn't interest you, Leo, but another person potentially does. Around your hopes, well, the situation is all about harmony and compromise within a relationship. I definitely feel this is to do with the King of Swords, and you guys would hope that you could break free. You could break free from the structure of this, because I think that you want to keep your options open with the Two of Swords energy. I also feel that you're in two minds about who this King of Swords is and whether you're particularly interested or not, so I don't think that you are. I feel that around your expectations, though, the Two of Wands shows up here. So the situation is all about being at that proverbial crossroads in which you expect if there's going to be any kind of inconsistency in your feelings, in your thought patterns, maybe with that Two of Wands energy, then you would expect just to end it. Because you have to draw a line in this situation with the Emperor energy showing here. You have to take responsibility and you have to be honest and man up about the whole situation. And what you can't see coming in, well, this happy scenario, this love, this big love that this King of Swords has for you is going to come to an end for some of you guys at some point. They'll just go off and find other interests with the Six of Wands energy. Other people that they can give their love and attention to. Alright, but what's coming in December in the meantime is, well, the situation is all about you guys just valuing that space that you have. However, around that, you're going to receive a message. It will probably be from this King of Swords, because really and truly this person doesn't want to end the relationship. They've got the sword in on death. They're ready to kill death itself, so they really don't want to end this thing just now. They're probably going to ask you out for a meal or a drink or something like that with the Six of Coins. The overall outcome, though, I think, Leo, is you guys taking control of the situation with the Chariot energy. And around that, the overall outcome is about setting yourself free with the Fool energy, because you know what the truth is, okay? And you're setting yourself free. I feel with this King of Cups energy, this Queen of Cups, it's this King of Cups person that we're looking at here. I think that you're setting yourself free from someone who, I don't think this is you, I think this is them. I think you're setting yourself free from somebody who is very romantic and feels very romantic about you and dreams about you an awful lot, okay? But you're setting yourself free from this individual by walking away with the Eight of Cups. So I just get the impression that around the Christmas period, there is somebody around you that likes you very much, Leo. But definitely, I think for the month that the ball is in your court as to whether you will accept this person's advances or not. I think there's other people that you're interested in, namely somebody else. And I think that by the end of December, even though this person comes back around and they might still ask you to go out for a meal or a drink or something like that, I do feel that for some of you guys, you're going to say no. I just think that you don't want the hassle with this individual. Interesting reading. That's your love reading. Look out for your year ahead reading, and you've also got your week ahead reading up on the channel as well. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.